Hello friends, welcome to Notecode. Today we will be discussing Java variables. What is Java variable? A variable in Java is a container that holds data value at the time of program execution. Let us understand what a container is. Consider this block as a container. Inside this, I will declare a value 10. And this 10 value is referred by a variable a. So here a is representing the value equal to 10. In Java, we call this as a primitive type of variable. Therefore, this container is nothing but a memory allocation that will contain the value of a, that is 10. This is called primitive type variable. Now let us understand what is a reference variable. Let us consider this as a class, and we define this class as employee, and employee class is further, we will create an object of this employee class, emp1 is equal to new employee. Correct. Now this syntax is the memory allocation for this class employee. Here we are creating an object of this class employee. So what actually emp1 is? emp1 is referring to a memory allocation or an object of an employee. This is an object, and emp1 is the reference variable this is the object of an employee, and this will have certain state and behavior. emp1 the reference of this employee class, therefore this is known as reference variable. Now let's move to the next type of variables in Java. There are three types. First, local variable. Second, instance variable. Third, static variable. What is local variable? The variables that are declared within a method are known as local variables. That means the variable is not just initialized within the method, but also destroyed when the method has completed. So the local variable will only be created at the time of method creation and will destroy within the method itself. Local variable scope is limited to the method under which it is declared. Means the local variable will be only accessible inside the method, not the outside of the method. Third point, stored in a stack. Now stack is a kind of a memory in JVM to store this local variable. Now let's understand. Here we will create a new class, set employee, and employee is created. Under this employee, we will create a method. Say an employee will have a method public void get, say, let's say department name. So every employee will be working in certain department. So I've created a department name method, and inside that I'll create a department name variable. Let it say R and D department. So now what I have done is, this is the class employee, and inside that employee class, I have created a method with the name get department name. And inside this method, I have created a string called department name, and I have initialized its value as an R&D department. Now, this department name is a local variable of this method get name, and this get name, the get department name, is an method inside this employee. Therefore, we cannot access this department name outside of this method. Let's check out with main method. Let's see if I write system.out.println department name. Let's check the output, what it gives. So it's already showing an error. It's saying that unresolved compilation problem, department name cannot be resolved to a variable. Not saying it is not understanding what is department name, right? Because saying department name cannot be resolved to a variable. Now, because department name is inside this method, therefore its visibility is restricted to this method only. Therefore, this main method cannot directly access this department name. To print this department name inside it, we have to create the object of this employee class. Let's create an object, employee, and inside this I have to give some print statement to print the department name. So I've given department name. Now I have created an object employee emp1 is equal to new employee. Now this new keyword will allocate a new memory for the object of an employee. So emp1 is a reference variable we have discussed. So now emp1, I will write emp1 dot, we will write the get method name. Now what do we expect after we run this program? Let's check. Okay, so yes, now the console is displaying the output R&D department. So in this way, we can access our local variable. Now the scope of the local variable is only limited to this method, and if we want to access the local variable, we have to create the reference, and then we have to call the method under which this local variable is declared. This is the concept of local variable. Next is instance variable. What is instance variable? The variable that are defined inside the class but outside of any method are known as instance variable. Now instance variable need to be defined outside any method, because something that is declared inside the method is a local variable. Second point, instance variable are only initialized when the class is instantiated. When the class is initialized, then only the instance variable get initialized. Scope of instance variable is same of the class. Now instance variable will be visible wherever the class scope is present. Now the class instance variable related to class, whatever will be the scope of the class will be the scope of the instance variable. The fourth point, instance variable are stored in heap memory. Heap memory is a part of JVM where the entire Java application runs. So this is a part of the memory we will be discussing in the upcoming slides. Now let's understand this example. Now this is the employee class, and this employee class, let me say string will have an employee, obviously. Employee name, let me initialize this name as Tom. Okay, now there is an employee name Tom. Now this employee name is declared inside this class, right? And outside of this method, so this is an instance variable. Now we can check whether this instance variable can be accessed inside this method or not, because this method is inside the class, okay, and this is the instance variable. So what we have said that this variable scope is same of that of the class. If this method is inside this class, this employee name should also be displayed inside this method. Let me just give this. Now what do I accept? I run this code. Okay, I have not done anything. So we have taken a reference variable of this employee and we have called this method, and under this we have declared a local variable, and after that now we are calling the instance variable. Let's check what the output is. So Tom is declared, means we can see this employee name under this method. Let's check how we'll display this instance variable inside the main method. Can I call directly? Let me check. Can I call directly this? Let me check employee name. So let me save and let me check what's saying. No, see, now after running this, what I have got, an unresolved compilation problem. It is saying cannot make a static reference to the non-static field EMPN, right? So it's saying that we cannot access this method, this name, employee name inside the main method. Why? Because this main is a static. We will be discussing what the static is in the next slide, but let us limit us to how we will access this variable. So it is showing some error that static reference cannot be made to the non-static field in name. So what we'll do, I have created the object of employee, emp1 is equal to name employee. Now with this object only, I will get this employee name. So what will happen? What I will do is like emp1 dot employee name. I can call this, and let's see what it prints. I'll print this out and let's see the output. Okay, now Tom is this Tom is displayed via this statement. Let me rerun again after commenting to make it clear. Now in this statement, what we have done is we have taken the reference variable of this employee class and we have accessed the class instance variable, right? So the visibility of instance variable via reference variable is shown here. So this is our instance variable. Now static variable. Now what is a static variable? The variable that are declared with the static keyword are known as static variable. Static variables also declared outside of any method, constructor or block. Static variables are initialized only once at the start of execution. Static variables are independent of object and is shareable to all instances of the class. There is only one copy of static variable available in the memory. Static variable stored in method area. Method area is another area in JVM that is reserved for storing the objects and the static variables. So what we'll do here, under the employee class, we will create another string. So employee will be employed somewhere in the company, right? So we will make company name. Name. Let's say Google. Now the company name will always remain same for number of employees that are working, right? So we will make it a static. Now company name is made static by using the keyword static. Therefore, company name will only be created only one copy in the memory under this class employee. We'll say this is a static variable. Company name is a static variable and it is created at that time of dot class is loaded into the memory. Now let's check the visibility of this company name inside this main method. How we will call this? Let me write system.out.println. Now we can call the company name with using employee as a class name. So we can write class dot the static variable company. So friends, what is happening here is that whatever the static variable is, now the static variable only one copy is made right in the memory and is shareable to all the objects, all the instance of the class, right? And it is independent of the object. Because it is independent of the object, therefore, we do not require reference variable to print any static variable. We can use the class name and dot operator and then the company name to print the static variable. This is the recommended way to print any static variable. Let's run the program and check. So the Google, which is the company name, and as a static variable, it is displayed in the console, right? However, we can also use reference variable to print it. That is although not recommended, but we can print. So we will use this dot out dot println, and we can use one reference variable and the company name. Okay, so now let's run and check whether it is showing Google or not. Okay, now the Google is printed. Okay, now what we have done here, we have used the reference variable and the static variable, but this is not the recommended one. The recommended one is to use the class name dot the static variable name, because it is shareable. Okay, so this is the example of static variable. So we have so far covered local variable, instance variable, and static variable. Thank you friends for watching this video. For further updates, kindly like, comment, and subscribe this channel. Thank you.